Welcome to the Peelerz Podcast, where we discuss the nitty, the gritty, and the pretty side of stripping. Here with your main host, Corella Kraken, and today I have...
DJ Marky.
And...
Ash. Bartender Ash.
Yeah, today we're talking love in the club. Love in the club that doesn't really happen with the strippers, but it happens with everyone else. Love that.
Speaking of love, I love this dog. Okay, buddy, we're doing work here.
Buckley, off. I gave you a blanket to lay on. Yeah, she likes when there's lots of people here. All right, we're talking love in the club. I want to ask you a lot of questions. Actually, the girls want to ask you a lot of questions. Everyone wants to know how relationships work within the dynamic of the strip club. Is this the first time that both of you have dated within the club?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure.
And I got to say, I've met a lot of relationships in the club, and they weren't exactly the healthiest, so I'm glad to have what I would consider a very healthy couple. I have never heard any red flags about you guys, haven't heard any rumors, and even one time, I have to say, when you were going viral on my TikTok, I was worried about what you would think, because at the time my boyfriend was losing his shit. Yeah. He was so insecure about it.
Yeah.
And I was standing behind the stage about to go on, and you had no idea that I was there, and you were talking with Fred and all those other regulars about it. Didn't say anything bad. Didn't say anything bad about how you might have been obnoxious or I was obnoxious about anything. Appreciated that. I'm she's secure. I like that.
Pretty chill.
Hell yeah. Did you guys meet in the club?
Yep.
Yeah, I met my first week back at Shade after my hiatus from the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hiatus. That was quite a few years.
About 3 years so, or maybe more. Yeah.
Well, let's do some introductions first, because
Sure.
you've been in the industry some time now.
Yeah, so ignoring my life before then, I had nothing going on, and Jay, the current manager of Diamonds, he was assistant manager back then and head of security, but I had known him 20 years before that through wrestling, and he just reached out hey, Mark, I need a security guy if you don't mind working at a titty bar. And I'm well, I figure out my life. I don't mind hanging out with you a couple times a week. So, and I also knew JP for 20 years, but I didn't even know JP was the man. So look, I'm cool, the Vulture works here too, because that's how I know JP.
Yeah.
And anyways, then it just snowballed into, started at part-time security. They needed a DJ remember Will, the DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he started training me then. That's when he fell off the face of the earth and just literally disappeared. So then they're okay, Mark, you're the new full-time DJ. And I'm well, I got this and this going on, but I'm okay, let's give it a shot. So full-time DJ at Shade, 5 nights a week for 10 months. Promoted me to assistant manager. 3 weeks later, sent me to Eden to run it with that Murph guy. He quit that week, so I ran it with JP for 6 months. They closed it, obviously permanently, and that's when I went to Diamonds for a year, and then I quit, and then blah, 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 blah. Almost die, can't really work. Dan doesn't want to port anymore.
When he says almost die, he means over COVID, and it was very serious. He did almost die.
True, I feel now people are sick of hearing me talk about it, but thank you for everyone that bought a Marky Won't Die shirt. Now, if you want to get in that, we can, but JP reached out because I was going to fill in for DJing out of nowhere because both Dave and Snowflake couldn't. I'm sure, I can work that week, DJing. And then I'm it doesn't just have to be Monday and Tuesday. Now I'm free whenever because I'm not doing karaoke over here anymore. I'm not doing this other thing I told you about when you took me to a hockey game. He's what do you got going on? I'm nothing. We need a porter. I'm okay, let's give it a shot. I've never ported before, but if I manage, how hard could it be? So
yeah, true.
And that was over 2.5 years ago now. So
out of all the positions, which one do you like the most?
They all have their ups and downs, but I guess if I had to pick one, I'd say DJing.
Yeah, probably, because that's your... Show the camera.
Obviously, I became a real DJ after being the MC in the club.
And how did you get into it?
I had just worked in various bars for years, and I don't know. I don't know what stood out about Shade to me that I liked so much, but I was just I just want a club atmosphere.
Okay.
Something more fun and fast-paced, and that was also 2.5 years that
You've been at the club
there.
for 2.5 years?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and I've liked every moment of it, honestly. It's been a lot of fun, so I'm happy that
I love that. I like when people like their jobs. It's hard not to like your job in a club. Buckley.
I'll play with you later.
Hey, Buckley, get down. Get down.
Okay, see you in a bit.
It's because you're entertaining it that she's oh my god, infection. Fuck, I'm so deprived of this. Okay, let's hear the love story. How'd you meet? Was it love at first sight?
Oh
Who
my
asked
God.
who out?
Oh.
How many times have you banged in the club?
So far, none.
So far.
Oh, be honest.
No, it's zero.
Really?
Zero, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Jay caught us making out in the porter room one time. That was funny.
okay.
Yeah, I was at work and she rolls in drunk and then she's like, oh, hey, let's go in here. I'm like, they're going to know. And Jay just walks in. I'm like, told you. He's like, can't try to tell her. She's so drunk.
Yeah, other than that, we're on pretty good behavior.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
cool rolling in because half the people were familiar faces from my first 3-year stint or whatever. So, you see like Lane and Leah, Kaylee, obviously Sam, Jessica, Mandy, whatever. So a lot of familiar faces. And then the new ones, you're like, oh, I get along like Katie. Well, she didn't last long after I started, but Katie's pretty cool. Dallas is pretty cool. Az is really cool. And then everybody just seemed pretty awesome. So I'm like, okay, this is a good fit. Too bad I got to work with Steve. Jokes.
It's like, what Steve are you talking about? There's been so many. Okay, how'd you meet? What's the love story?
I was her porter. She was the bartender.
I don't
Yeah, but
know.
who hit on who? Who asked who?
Oh, so I was engaged.
What?
And then,
Well, actually,
You took a taken woman.
yeah.
I love this.
So that was a thing, and then that didn't work out, and I was just pretty much immediately like, I have a big crush on you, to Mark. So
So you made the first move?
Yeah, I
that's so
did.
cute.
I think it was like she asked me if I had, because I go to a lot of Oilers games, obviously, so I know a guy that has 2 sets of season tickets, so I can get pretty decent priced seats. I was like, hey, do you have an inside scoop on tickets? Like, yeah, Drink Rail, awesome. Usually sell them $80 a piece. If you want me to grab for you and your fiance, let me know. And then like a day or two later, like, yeah, you should grab a pair for you and me. I'm like, yeah, we can do that. I don't mind friends at work. And I'm still so clueless because she's engaged, so I don't think she's an option.
Yeah.
So we go to this game and we're having good talks or whatever, and we go back to the club just hanging out. We're both like, whatever, be like same as, at the time to me, it was like same as going as like Diggity or Sam or whatever, like no big deal. And turns out I was just blind and a moron, but some feelings are developing.
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like in this industry, if a relationship were to happen, the most appropriate way to go about it is the girl go. It's like a gym, right? It's more appropriate for the girl to go up to the guy and be like, "Hey, what's up?" than it is for like the guy to come up to the girl because it's like,
Yeah.
"Ah, fuck,"
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch your tail in this like, sensitive of an environment.
Totally.
I guess. Yeah.
I agree. Back when I was a DJ and like I had a mild crush on this girl, she worked at Eden, not as a dancer, but like a staff. And I said, Julie, I'm like, hey, that chick's pretty awesome. Like, yeah, you can't go hit on her. I'm like, why not? Like, you can't be creepy strip club DJ guy. So what do? Just kind of like, just be me. And if I see any signs, see if I get to catch some vibes. She's like, that's all you can do.
I'll hope for the best.
There were 0 vibes.
Yeah, I think it's really important. I definitely know some people in the industry who have asked other people out, and now it's just awkward as shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when you're in the position of power, like you're the consistent person who works there, and there's traveling dancers around. Like you shouldn't be putting yourself in the position to one, be rejected, and to make that girl feel like she can't comfortably go up to you. Yeah.
It's also awkward because like you're in a position of power. You have say on who gets booked.
Yeah.
So then the girl's so awkward, like, oh man, I don't want to like screw my career, but I also think this guy's a creepy fuck.
Yeah, there are some managers like that. There's some DJs like that, some security guards. Like, I worked with a security guard who would like every time he walked past me would undo my bikini.
Ew.
Yeah, and when I was like newer too, so I'm like, can I say something? Like, the fuck? Why is he doing this?
That's weird. Some
was
people
weird.
can't handle it. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes there's probably men that want to work there just because they're like, I get to be around a bunch of hot bitches all day. And then, they try to make a move and it doesn't work out for them.
I know there's this one security guy, and Jay hired him. He's like, what do you think of this guy? I'm like, Jay, I would have told you not to hire him, but who am I to stunt somebody's career? Like, you need a job, fire him. But I know him from other places. He's not the man. So I'm doing dishes at the end of the night. Like, who's busier than a porter after 2, Mm-hmm. And he comes up like, yeah, man, I was talking to this girl that rolled in. Like, you think we're hanging out? Like, like I'm so busy right now. Anyways, that guy didn't last.
Yeah.
Does his name start with a K?
What was his stupid name? No, it was an S.
Steve? No, sorry. Okay, question from the dancers. What's the best part about working with your partner in this environment?
We have so much fun every day, I think.
Yeah, I think not even just in this environment, just working together, it like counts as like time together. So you're not missing each other, and they're like long shifts. So like, I could only imagine if, like, you know, somebody had a 9 to 5 and the other person worked 10 hours at night. It's like hi bye, waking up, going to sleep kind of thing. Where now it's like, and we even work a lot of the same days too. So it's just like awesome.
Now our schedule is only the same days together.
That works out
nice
well.
It's like you don't have to be like, you know, you see like memes of people being like, oh, when your man comes home from work and he's trying to tell you about his coworker that you hate and you're just going along with it. You know, it's like for us, we know all the same people, so we can just like gossip and talk shit to each other and like unwind at the end of the night.
I was gonna say it must be nice to like experience the same stories.
Totally.
Like, yeah, that guy shit himself in the hallway. Like, I was there.
Yeah, we were both there. We like
I also like that keeps like jealousy off the table, both person-wise, because you work front of house basically. I'm assuming you get hit on quite a bit. Also, you working with naked women, like it causes emotions to rise. I've witnessed girls in their industry dating people out of the industry, and they just don't understand it.
100%.
So the fact that you both can sympathize with each other on what it's really like to work in a professional environment and not, like, things don't get that weird, but they do get weird, but they don't get that weird. Like, people shit in the hallways, but it's not like a giant makeout party. Yeah.
I had a wrestling friend of mine rolled in the other week, so I hadn't seen him in a while. So I'm like, hey, like, what's new? And we catch up. He's like, what's new with you? I'm like, me and my girlfriend just celebrated 1 year, and she's moving in next month. He's like, oh, well, you won't be working here anymore. I'm like, no, she's a bartender, man. Like,
she's over there.
We're all good. Like,
she made you that rum and coke, bro.
Oh, I like that. That's very sweet. Okay, so all those wonderful times and everything, is there any hardships working in this industry together? Anything that's hard about it?
I think it's the same as any, like, obviously it's going to be weird working with, like, a ton of different people, like, you know, I don't know. I think that this kind of environment is hard for a lot of people to handle, and it wouldn't be for everyone, especially, like, if you had never worked in a strip club before, but your girlfriend was a bartender there, you're not going to understand, like, that her job is, like, flirting with people and hustling for that bag, you know?
Yeah, you got to get that money.
Vice versa. Like, if I had never worked in a strip club and I was with someone who was like a guy who was working there, like, it'd be super awkward and weird, you know? I'd be like thinking like, well, what are you thinking all day? Like, who are you talking to? Like, normal things I think that would be more difficult if you weren't both working in the strip club together.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's times where, like, you know, like, girl comes up and gives me a big hug because I haven't seen her in a while, and then be like, is that okay? Like, yep, I had a hug-hello relationship with that girl before. It'd be weird if I hadn't.
Yeah.
But we're good. But then, you know, then you see customers slip their number to Az, and, like, I don't bring anything. It's like, no, this is how I get limos. Like, I got a promo. So I'm like, I understand. Like, we're good. So.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
I love that. And we do work in a, like, chill environment. It is. Everyone gets that, like, tensions are always high in the strip club. There's testosterone everywhere. So everyone's really chill about it. Like that, the guy who flipped the fuck out yesterday about me taking his hat. I could have been in massive trouble before that, but, like, my boss was like, just try not to do that with the guys who look like they might explode. I'm like, okay, tee. It's way funner with them, though. For the listeners who don't know what happened last night, it was so good. I took this guy's hat. He wouldn't tip for it back. That's usually my rule. He was being a jerk about it. And I will give you your hat back if you're nice. If you're being a weirdo about it, like, you don't deserve a tip, fuck that. Hat is going on the top of the pole.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I was like, yeah, give me that $5 bill, and I'll give your hat back. He's waving it at me, like, expecting me to try and catch it. And the girls across started chanting, brokey, 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 so loud. He looked like he was going to fucking die of embarrassment. So I did the mature, responsible thing by adding fuel to the fire and giving the girls the hat.
Oh, shut up!
Makes sense.
Funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I won't do it again. I'll wait another year to do something like that.
Man.
That's how you get away with stuff at the strip club. You get in trouble once, and then you wait for it to pass, and then do it again.
Yeah, enough time passes, everybody forgets.
Yeah. Do you guys set any boundaries at work, or is everything pretty open?
What's a boundary?
Yeah, what kind of boundaries are you talking about?
That's self-explanatory, probably.
I mean, like, I go out of my way not to touch anyone.
But
I was always kind of that guy.
Is there any rules that you would have, like, for Marky? I guess he's on stage, so everything's pretty visible. But, like, is there any rules for her hustling wise? Like, you can't do this or say this, or like some guys I've dated are like, oh, you cannot deny that we are not together. Like when people ask me in the lap dancer, I'm like, are you dating someone? I try and swerve around the question by being like, oh, who would date a stripper?
No, I mean, I think as a bartender, Az had her personal boundaries before we were going out, and she can just make up her own. As far as like telling customers, I mean, if she can like just flirt with him and not bring it up, not lie, but not bring it up to get $100 tip out of him, like I don't mind. Like,
yeah.
Nobody's asking.
That's my birthday present.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's more of a lap dance room question, and I hate when I date a guy who's like, you have to be honest about, like, fuck you, man. I want to make a bunch of money tonight. They think my name is Cruella. Do you think, do you think they're really looking to date me?
No, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me that one story? The guy was like hitting on you pretty hard, and then he's like gives you some compliments, like, oh, you're beautiful, and then he's like, yeah, my boyfriend thinks so, and he's like, oh, is that how it is? I'm like, yep.
It's funny, especially when you're like standing right there, like doing my dishes or something, and some guy's like trying to like. Yeah, make a move. That always makes me laugh. It's just funny to us, mostly. Yeah.
I love that. I find that when you date someone outside of the industry, they almost don't believe that you get hit on as much as you do. And it's like, dude, it's a room full of testosterone. Like they're looking for anyone and everything. They're going to be hitting on the patrons, the dancers, the waitresses, everyone. Testosterone is high there. Yeah. What else do I have here? Have you ever gotten jealous watching each other with customers?
Nope.
Not really.
Well, I love that.
Because I always feel like, what's the old saying, like, doesn't matter where you get your appetite as long as you eat at home. So it's like, you know, you're a bartender, you got to get your tips, you got to be at work, you're dressed the way you're dressed, obviously. It's like, I know she's coming home with me, so whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard not to expect.
Why would I get jealous?
Exactly. And you know how we know how the industry works, so it'd be weird if she wasn't getting it on.
Yeah, and that would be any bar.
Yeah, truly. Truly. Oh, that's awesome. What is the funnest time you've ever had after work? Is there a solid memory you have at work?
At work?
Yeah. You can say in general. What's your favorite memory together?
I love it when we are working on the same bar and we just have this like insane night where it's like 20 people lined up constantly. And then we're just like such a good team. Like we just work so well together, and it's like anything I need, like he's got it. He's so quick, and like I pass him my tip jar, and I'm like, figure out what's in here, roll my loonies for me. Like I need help, like please. And it's like the only person that I would ever give my tip jar to and be like, help, I need cash out of this. You know, like that's how fast like the transactions are going. It's like you're running out of cash, and it's all like going into your tip jar. It's like you need someone to sort it for you. So I'll like get him to do that. We'll have like just like a crazy night where we don't even get to talk to each other. And then at the very end of the night, it's like 2:05 and he just comes over and I'm like, oh my God. And I give him a hug and we're both just like covered in sweat and disgusting. And we're like, oh my God, let's do a shot right now. We fucking cranked that out and we killed it. And it's just like such a good feeling. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Nothing
Celebrating
better than that
together.
celebratory shot at the end of a good night. Like,
we can't imagine.
And then it's like, well, now for 2 hours of cleaning up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the memories of when you were still figuring out, like, you had feelings for me, but you were still engaged. So after work, we just go, like, hang out in, like, one of our vehicles for, like, hours just to, like, talk.
Yeah. Or go to Denny's.
Aww.
Yeah.
Or we'd have alcohol in the bag, and we just have our own little, like, party in the car.
Yeah. That's nice.
And we'd park on that street where everybody parks and be like, wait, I think the camera reaches here. We got to go with the BP's parking lot.
Yes.
Oh,
sneaking around, sneaking around after dark. The sun's coming up. We're like,
that's so romantic.
It's like,
pretty cute.
oh, we should probably go home. It's like, oh, I'm hungry. Like, oh, you want me to take you to McDonald's first? We go get breakfast, then I drop her off at her vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
Cute. We're like, we got our eyes on the gate. Like, who's coming out? Are we gonna see? It's Josh. Like, duck.
Did you guys keep it secret in the beginning?
Well, until we knew for sure that we were going to, like, pursue this as a real relationship. We kind of like, until we figured it out, it's nobody else's business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like when we made the decision, okay, this moving forward, like, she's like, I'm not going to be with this guy. I want to be with you. I'm like, all right, let's, so we planned our first date. It was June 27th of, not this past June, obviously a year ago. And we went to Sicilian Pasta Kitchen downtown and dressed up nice. It was really awesome, but they give you so much food there. So we had our doggy bags, like, well, we want to go out and hit the town, but, like, we have all this food. Like, we didn't drive, obviously. I'm like, well, if you want to go to Shade, I could put in the beer cooler. So here it is, the soft launch. Everybody knows we're together. You know?
Were you guys upstairs at the bar?
Yeah.
I remember your arm was around her and everyone's like, are they? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah,
okay.
it was fun.
Risky question. Was he the reason for the breakup?
No.
No, there was more.
Not
There's
the
always
reason.
more.
Yeah,
it's
no.
a man.
Definitely not the reason. But it was just like, I don't know. You know when something's like fading, and so you're just like, I don't know. It was just undeniable that I had feelings for him. I just couldn't
Well, she'd come up to me and tell me like, hey, with my fiance, this is the situation. Is that weird? I'm like, I'm going to say this as unbiased as possible, just as your friend and not dude you're interested in. But yes, that is weird. Go ask a girl. She'll tell you the same thing. Like,
Yeah, no, it was definitely not the reason. There were a lot of reasons behind that ending. But yeah, I was like, I can't wait around and, yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we do stay in a relationship so long because we think like something will change, and it was good before. Like men just know and they instantly dump them, but girls like they break up months before.
Totally.
In the relationship, and then they end it, and that's why like they move on faster.
Yeah, you hang on and try to make it work for as long as you can, but like, yeah, it's just if it's not going to go anywhere, it's not going to go anywhere.
doesn't Dane Cook have a joke like that? It's like, when you know it's not going to work, why not just shake hands and walk in different directions? Like, hey, let's drag this out for 3 years so it can end violently.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in violence.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
funny.
You get treated away for so long that it almost seems confusing too, because you're like, isn't this person supposed to love me? Wasn't it good at one point? Like, where did it change? When did it change? And why did it change? And will it go back?
Totally.
Yeah. So that's why women are like, they wait, and then it gets violent, and that's when they leave.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was just like, I'm not going to sit around and wait. I'm not going to let Mark go on a date with anybody else. Like, I'm like,
That's sweet.
rushing in to scoop that up as quick as I can.
Aww,
Yeah.
I love it. I love romance. Did you guys receive any? I assume not, because it usually always involves a stripper or it involves some kind of management. When they get into a relationship, there's flack. There's some kind of, keep it secret, or management gets involved or anything like that. Was there any kind of flack at all for you guys dating?
no, because somebody, I think, brought that up at the beginning, and I'm like, well, look at a host and a VIP girl, and then look at host and
Yeah.
she's
whoever.
been coach, check, shooter, bartender, whatever. Then look at our general manager and a dancer, and it's like there's so many examples of this being okay, as if they're gonna shit all over us for it.
Yeah.
Especially like we're mature and old enough to know that this isn't just like we're not just doing it to have fun. Like we're making this a real thing here. Like we wouldn't jeopardize our careers and our jobs and all this stuff for no reason.
Yeah.
It'd be so messy to just be sleeping with people in the club and then, like, fucking...
Yeah.
It doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you still want to keep your job?
Hi, management. I need the opposite shifts that I have right now.
Yeah, like, that would really suck.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone that we're working with right now that was, like, dating and then broke up. But, like, I don't think that there's, like, a couple that... But that would suck a
Over
lot.
the years, I know like there was a manager that dated a dancer, and it went horribly. So like that's just bad news bears.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how we're just going over our way, not to name names, but yeah.
Yeah.
There was that security guard who dated one of the features.
Yep.
Yeah, and like management didn't handle it properly. They're like, you're here way more than him. We like when you work here, you did just win a major award. Are you comfortable working with him? Because like that's what's important. And he can like, well, you're here for 1 week. He can miss those shifts, and then we can give him more the week after that you're not here. But like, it's more about you as the person who's in a vulnerable situation, getting naked on stage. How do you feel? So like, I get
That's
it's totally
actually-
different. Yeah,
That's fair.
That's a really good way of handling that, I think.
it's a sensitive situation for sure. Buckley, stop being creepy.
Oh. You're fine over there.
Lingering. Yeah, no flack.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like working in this industry has made your relationship stronger in any way, and why?
I think just working together makes our relationship stronger.
Well, I think working in the industry so long, maybe not just the stripper industry, but the bar industry, or even just decades of working in environments, you know what to expect. So like, you're 18 and you work with some coworker and then it just explodes and all the bad things happen. It's like, okay, don't do that next time. So
Yeah.
like I'm in my 40s, so I know I know what mistakes not to make, and like if you're going to go through with this, like this is the way to do it. So
yeah, you're both adults too. It's much easier when you're the appropriate age and you've both been in the industry, so you know how to.
Totally.
You see enough examples of what not to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So many.
So many.
So many.
So many. And that doesn't mean that every relationship we've ever encountered in the industry has gone sour. I don't want anyone to take this personally. We are talking about past relationships that have broken up and not ones that are currently happening, because I don't want any of this to blow up.
No, there's also examples of girls, meet a guy and it works out phenomenally. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Those are the good examples.
I just know from so many bars that I've worked in, like so much dating goes on. It's just like a cesspool of like.
Well, I think it's like who else
relationships.
knows like your schedule and your job better than somebody that has the same schedule and kind of like the same job,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's something like relating with someone. It's such a hard thing to do in this industry, is being able to relate with someone. So that's magical.
Like back in the day, like you go on like a Tinder date and like, oh, what do you do? Like, oh, well, I'm a karaoke host by night and a professional wrestler on the weekend. Like, well, I work at a law firm. Like, okay, well, let's get drunk and forget this date ever happened.
I think polar opposites could work. I don't know.
I don't know if, like, personality-wise, perhaps, but I don't know if, like, career-wise.
I
like,
don't know a lot of those.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
No, and I do like. There's like such a fine line between a peeler pounder and someone who has an ex that's a dancer, and I find that like I would love to date someone who has experienced an ex that is a dancer, but not a peeler pounder. Yeah, not a fucking peeler pounder. Fuck those guys.
Very fair.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
A dime a dozen.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know what a peeler pounder is, it is a guy who specifically goes after the type that is a dancer, and also uses it as like a talking point and to like be able to drop names. Yeah, my ex was blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Talk about you, Mark. Fuck you, Mark. Stop saying my name. Not you. Not you.
I'm Marky.
Yeah, you're Marky. There's this guy I seen for 2 weeks 9 years ago. I seen this guy 9 fucking years ago for 2 weeks, and I was just like, red flags were going off. Can't talk to you anymore. We didn't date. We never went on a date. I was actually in an open relationship dating someone for real. He still drops my name so often that all of his exes message me being like, oh my God, when you broke up, was he this mean? Did he do this? I'm like, we didn't break up because we never fucking dated.
God.
But he drops my name so often. And he's committed hate crimes, and they're always messaging me like, your ex might be going to jail. I'm like, it's not my fucking ex.
And good.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, mental.
For you.
Well, look on the bright side. One day he'll be dead.
Oh.
That's wildly threatening. Did any of your co-workers treat you differently after you started dating?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, there was one dancer I think was kind of interested in me, but kind of like was too late. So when she kind of like saw me and Az on her soft open upstairs, I won't name names, but she literally walks by and she's like, are you two falling in love? And says it as if like the same tone you'd be like, are you going to drink and drive? Like,
oh, wow.
and I was always super cool with this chick, but now I'm like, yo, I gotta keep it at arm's length. No more hug hellos with you.
Yeah. Is it a person that works at the club regularly, or is it there's lots of space between you guys?
Every now and then. She's not like, not as around as you are, but not as rare as, say, I don't know, who's never there, whatever.
She's rarely there.
Yeah.
But that was funny. We talk about that a lot. We reference that. Are you two falling in love?
Didn't you?
How dare you?
I think you told me there were some people there that like kind of like they were always cool, but like after we started dating, they were like more cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Mark thinks this chick's cool. She must be cool.
I get the seal of approval from Marky. That's hilarious. Oh, I love that. Yeah. I find that, yeah, like, I remember that week. I think I actually know who you're talking about because she seemed a little on edge, but I didn't know that was why.
So there was the day that you were buying shots for everyone in the locker room, and then she's like, I want this drink and a hug. And I'm like, well, Corolla's buying, so go get your hug over there. And then when I brought the drink, she still tried to get it, and I just like bounced.
Do that fucking face grab where you toss them. Oh, this poor
I just
girl.
do the "This is Sparta" down the staircase.
Oh my gosh.
I've always wanted to do that to a dancer. One specific
I was going to say any dancer will do it.
No,
just a dancer.
One specific dancer. She doesn't really work there anymore, though, but she's really grinded my gears. I'm like, there's no cameras there, right?
There's not in the basement. And there's a staircase.
Just exorcist her down.
Well, the staircase to get to the stage, you're good there.
Next Stripper Olympics theme for you should just be Sparta, and then you have like an excuse to do it.
I did say that because there's a rumor that, it wasn't a rumor, it was a joke that like people consistently joke about, that my dogs, like 2 of them have died near-ish the Stripper Olympics time. One died right before, day before Stripper Olympics, and another one died like months after, but it started a rumor that I sacrificed my dogs to win. And I'm like, okay, you can't just admit I'm talented. That's a little rude. Like being like, she's so terrible.
But both of those are years you won?
Yeah.
People who are jealous have to come up with any excuse.
Yeah.
No wonder you stopped doing it.
So I'm like, everyone in the change room, they're like, oh, you should just do Stripper Olympics because like there's only 15 girls doing it this year and like you could be 4-time winner. I'm like, tell you what, Buckley dies. I'm going to continue the joke. I'm going to fucking do Stripper Olympics. I don't know where I'm going to do it. If I lose, then at least the rumor will go away. So
a day before, God forbid, your dog dies, just to be like, you're out?
Yeah.
I'm using my 3-time champion's pole.
So far, there's room if I wanted to. If I wanted to do it, I could go into the contest. But I'm not going to because fuck that shit. Not fuck that shit. I'm just tired.
It's coming up pretty soon.
It is. It's next month.
I heard like no former winners are entering, so it's going to be a new one no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Very exciting.
You can talk about who we think are going to win?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it on fucking camera. That won't start any drama between me and the girls.
Oh, yeah, maybe for you. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care. Shout out Mia Pleasure. Let's go.
I do think she's going to do fucking well.
Yeah.
She has been practicing so hard. So hard. She consistently shows up to every fire practice. She's the only one who doesn't miss them. Yeah. She's learning, recording, going through timing, going through her music, like got her stage hand with her all the time. Like she's prepared. I think she's going to do
if it's not Mia's year, Serena Rain.
Serena, Jasmine, Odessa.
And Crystal Cox did excellent last year, so you never know. Like,
it's gonna be it's gonna be straight fire this year for sure.
Fred gave me the insider list because apparently he has sources.
Yeah, right. I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a bunch of girls I've never heard of before.
Fred knows more about what's going on in the club than anyone collectively.
Yeah, I think sometimes he plays dumb to get info. Like, hey, did you hear about this? Like, yeah, this is what happened. Like, oh.
Actually, you know what? I heard a rumor about me through him, and then when I addressed the girl about it, she's like, who'd you hear that from? Cinnamon? I was like, no, I actually heard it from Fred. And she's like, oh, how did he hear it? So like she outed who the original rumor was sent to. Oh,
that's funny.
I love that.
He also,
Fred's the man.
If you ask him about anyone, like another regular that's been coming around for a long time or anything, he's like, oh, like he kind of pulls you aside and he's got the tea.
He's got a whole biography.
Yeah.
Hey, who's that dude in the red shirt? Oh, let me tell you, he used to go to Pete's and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We need a confession cam where it's just Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be immaculate.
He knows everything about everyone. He really does. He probably knew that you guys were going to end up together before anyone else did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
He probably knows, like, when we're going to die.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Based on how much candy she eats.
He's an all-seeing, omniscient.
That's so funny. I think he listens to the podcast too. So shout out, Fred. Thank you for bringing candy.
Yeah.
You're the tits. You're awesome. We love that you're around. Yeah. Never sad to see him. There's some regulars that you're like, God, you know, like, oh, it's a guy who shits his pants all the time.
Oh my god, him again.
You don't like seeing that guy?
Oh man. Yeah. Maybe he listens to the podcast. Shout out kid who shits his pants all the time.
Please stop coming in or wipe first. Yeah. Do customers ever realize that you guys are together, and what's their reaction once they do find out?
I've honestly never dealt with that. I don't know. Like, if they figure it out, I don't stick around to see their reaction or anything. I try not to talk to customers, to be honest. It's the best part of being a porter.
Yeah, I think that it's like regulars that add me on like social media, or will like find out. That's how they find out, basically. Yeah. And then they're just kind of like, how's Marky? Or whatever weird way they'll bring it up kind of in person. But other than that, yeah, nobody realizes.
Yeah.
I don't think,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think Fred and Boyd are the only guys I actually talk to. The only
place we make out is the porter room, so coming in there.
And Jay caught us, so that ended that.
Have you ever had to tag team a situation with a customer, good or bad? You told us about the busy nights, but do you remember any certain situation where it's like both of you had to take control of a situation and you helped each other out?
I think the only time was when this guy was like arguing over what bill he had given as, and I happened to be there. I didn't do anything because I'm just the porter, but I was the one that called over Sam to like deal with it. I typically like, it's very rare our jobs would overlap as far as customers go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a porter, are you allowed to handle situations in a way like that?
mean, as a porter, no. Like, they probably don't want, like, you know, Steve or Bruno doing that. But because I got the manager experience and the security experience, like, they let me do the walkouts, for example, where porters, they tend not to let, and things like that. So if I did interject, they'd probably be like, well, Mark really had to in that situation. But I'll go out of my way not to, because it's not my place, and I'd rather not have the stress or drama in my life.
Yeah.
But his ears are always open. Like, Mark hears everything going on behind the bar.
Yeah, once I said to Glenn, I'm like, Glenn, what do I know? I'm just the porter. He's like, Marky, what the fuck does that mean? You probably know more than me. I'm like, yes.
What's the funniest or weirdest thing that's happened to you while you're both on shift?
Something funny.
I don't know.
I'll always laugh.
Always funny shit going on.
Just because this is a reoccurring story of the time, like, because Snowflake will always, like, make fun of me when I'm cleaning the stage on the mic. So she'd be like, hey, security, there's a pervert on the stage. And then when she added, he's stealing our ladder. Okay. He broke me. That was really funny.
Hurry up, he's getting away with our ladder. Yeah.
He's stealing the clothes.
I like when she's like, here, Steve is about to break this dick out. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
And he's just like cleaning the pole all like shy.
Oh, we like to, during Filthy Feud, make up our own answers. So, like, the question will be like, what's something you say in bed or something like that? And then we'll just, like, say random shit that we have said.
Pass the tamales. Like.
Want to see a magic trick?
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll be like, well, how do we change it? It'll be Filthy Feud, and we'll change it to be like, Snowflake asked our bartender and our DJ, what do they say in bed? How do we change it? So we have a lot of fun doing Filthy Feud because it's really funny to laugh about. But there's always something funny going on. We never stop laughing.
I laugh when I yell out the wrong answer and the contestant says it, and it's so funny that the host breaks. Like when Sterling Scott was the host, and the question was, what country ended their ban on oral sex in 1969? And I yelled out Wakanda, and they said it.
God. Wakanda. Oh, from Black Panther. It's not even a real.
Even Sterling broke.
That's funny. Also, one time, Mark changed the questions on the sheet without anyone knowing about it. And then they got up there and they were asking all these fucking weird questions, and like, Dave's looking at Snowflake like, what the fuck do these mean?
Well, so Sterling left the clipboard by the bar, so I put it in the porter room, and then I'm like, the next day it's still there, and I'm like, oh, I can just write up my own questions that look exactly like this paper, and no one will know. So I make the most ridiculous ones, like, I don't know, who's the Marvel god of thunder, because right now it's like the god of love or whatever.
Yeah.
And just like, what band sang the famous song "Everybody Backstreet's Back"? What movie star said the famous quote, "I am Iron Man"? And like just
who plays John Malkovich?
Yeah, who played John Malkovich and being John Malkovich? Like, so they're all so ridiculous. So I hit it on there, and weeks go by, and I'm like, oh, they figured it out and threw it out. But then they got like that other comedian to come in, not Sterling, but the other guy. And his first night there, he had that. So Snowflake thought it was Dave forever. Like, yeah, he made up all these fucking ridiculous questions. Like, it sucked. I'm like, that was me as like an April Fool's joke. He's like, I thought it was Dave. I'm like, that's even better.
Oh my God. There was one time, too, that they came in, they needed a new question for Filthy Feud, and they came into the change room, and there was 3 of us in there, and they asked us, like, something shocking that would be on, like, a one-night nightstand. Like, you go to a guy's house, and then you look over in the morning on their nightstand, what would be shocking? And then when they announced the question, they're like, we asked 100 people. And we're like, yeah, okay. Maybe with all the personalities in our heads, but that was 3 of us.
Now that we're breaking kayfabe, I'm like, we asked 100 people at the end. Snowflake's like, yeah, I threw that one in. I don't care. I'll add it next week. It's like, you're ruining the illusion.
Snowflake is 100 people.
Snowflake is 100 people. She is. Yeah. She's got so much power behind her.
She's got the energy of 100 people.
Have you learned anything about each other working in this industry that surprised you?
The thing is that we knew each other so well before we started dating, which is like the best. Mm-hmm. Because there's no weird getting to know you phase. It's just like, oh, we already have been like buddies for like a year and a bit, right?
Yeah, we work together, and like, you know, porter and bartender, they spend a lot of time together, so it's like a year goes by before we even thought of this, so I don't know.
So we knew each other really well already, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any crazy surprises.
No.
Was there anything surprising you learned about him when you met him that made you fall for him?
When we first met?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I just always was like so drawn to his energy because he's like constantly smiling and laughing, great sense of humor, like just like the like most happy-go-lucky guy in the room. But then also can like be such a huge asshole, which I think is awesome too.
Yeah, your quips are quick. Like you are quick to it.
Yeah, that was the thing. I realized how witty he was when we got together, and I was like just listening to him in shock. Like, this is what's coming out of your mouth. Like, how do you think of this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
I do like it when I tell you like some story and you're like, what? How did I not know this?
Yeah. Or, like, I'm never surprised anymore when he's like, yeah, and then I said this to someone, and I'm like, you fucking said that to someone? That came out of your mouth to a person. And at first I was shocked, and I'm just like, yeah, that's Marky. Like
oh, I got a funny story about Marky and the no filter.
Marky and the no filter. It sounds like a novel.
This is one of my favorite strip club memories because it was so contradictory. It blew my mind. It was the night of the male amateurs.
Oh, I know. Please tell it.
And no one on front row was tipping, so we're like, hey, Marky, can you, like, he was DJing, can you tell the guys on front row that if they're sitting there, they should tip? Like, you know, Snowflake and Dave do it in a very playful way, if you could do that. Yep. And you were like, I don't know, like, it's kind of like one of my shifts back, like, I don't know if I should be saying something like that. I'm like, trust us, like, Dave and Snowflake do that. And he's like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I just don't know about that. So we're like, fuck, whatever. Guess we're not making money tonight. Then he goes on stage for the male amateur night, and the guy is fucking flying around the pole, and he goes, well, if this doesn't get your dick hard, you should kill yourself. And we're like, okay, that's appropriate to say.
I think the exact quotes is, if you don't have a boner right now, you should kill yourself. Because I took it from The Rock on SNL.
And we're like, okay, yeah, that's fine to say.
Yeah, I won't say anything about throwing loonies, but...
Yeah.
My favorite is when I was hosting the charity auction, when you have the 30 strippers in a row and then you do the auction.
Yeah.
So you do the silent one, then the live one, and I'm hosting the live one. And Glenn had brought in like this power saw, so a really awesome thing for an auction. And we're raising money for the Stollery Children's Hospital. So I'm like, come on, guys, bid, think about the children. Think about how many children you could cut in half with this thing.
Man, yeah. Mark hosting the auction. Unbelievable. I don't know who was in charge of that decision exactly, but...
Oh, it's because I had to DJ that night, but because all the stripper tips go to charity, I'm basically working my ass off for zero pay. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what, we're going to make you host the auction, so we'll pay you to do that. And that's how it started. So JP, I guess.
Well, the DJs do say some really absurd shit. Like, Snowflake talks about eating whipped cream out her ass, and yeah, vulgar stuff. It happens, but that's wild.
I know.
That's one of my personal favorites.
Do you guys feel like you've developed a work language or signals between you that others don't pick up on? Like, do you have the, like, sometimes best friends have that, like, we're gonna talk about this later, like, look, where it's like, this, we're gonna talk shit about this later?
Oh, I think we got a lot of looks and a lot of little subtleties or whatever, where it's like, huh? It's like, and like, you know, we'll spill the tea later. Like, it's not now, we're behind the bar or whatever. But
yeah.
Or it's like, yeah, I think we just got subtle things, but I don't know.
I think you just come up to me and you're like, remind me, I got something to tell you later. That's what he always says.
Wow, you can read what I mean.
It's always like that. Remind me, I got something to tell you later. I'm like, okay, what was it? Yeah, that's funny.
If you weren't working in the club, do you think you'd still want to work together?
I think depending on the job,
what would we do? We'd make it so fun. Imagine if we're just flipping burgers together somewhere.
Yeah, I could see us wanting to work together for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when you really love someone, it's easy. It's easy to spend that much time with them.
Funny. Yeah. Be like, chapter 2, we move on to working in a dentist's office.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I've had so many different jobs. Like Porter is like fit the bill for the past like upcoming 3 years, I guess. But I don't consider myself like a porter overall. Like I managed for so long, and now I'm DJing and worked in retail for like 16 years before I even got in the industry. So yeah, we could pretty much do anything and have fun.
Yeah, we could.
And it's nice too that none of you are in a position of power, because the rumors start with the favoritism or the like, what if you have to punish, sexual, punish the person for doing something, or like their cash out's wrong, you have to talk to them, like there's none of that awkwardness.
That'd be so weird. Yeah.
There's still favoritism whether you're in a relationship with your staff or not, because like I remember running Diamonds, like me, and when I ran it with Sam, we just picked who we have the pool of bartenders, like I want her on this day and you get her, and like you obviously want her in the back room, so I'll take Mandy, and like we just divided up the staff, so if you don't get the shifts it's because we don't like you.
It's gonna be favoritism either way.
Well, I mean, we often like the ones that sold the most, because try talking to JR when you don't hit quotas.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, definitely. There's favoritism everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every single club. Mm-hmm. Even speaking of Diamonds, the first time I ever worked there was when like you had to do a tour after winning a big title. Like you'd have to go to all the clubs. Yeah. So I went to Diamonds, and old manager, starts with an E, came up to me and was like, "Your show is amazing. How come you've never booked here?" Like it was my fault. I'm like, because you specifically, I have been told that you specifically, with your first name, don't like girls with tattoos.
Jeez.
So that's why. Wow, I didn't think you'd be this good though. I'm like, oh, that's what happens when you judge someone based on their appearance.
Yeah, no shit.
Who do you think would be better on stage?
Not me.
On stage.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Are we dancing?
Dancing.
Oh.
Dancing, probably but just as a performance, probably if I wrestled for 20 years.
You could jump off a ladder.
I could put on my underwear and entertain a crowd.
Yeah.
But not with dance moves.
Sorry, I'm sick. I want to die. All right, who's the bigger flirt at work? I feel like it's Az to make money.
Probably.
Yeah.
It was funny yesterday when she's like, "Oh, I'm feeling flirty today." I'm like, "That's gonna help with tips." Like, I'm in with you, idiot. I'm like, oh, oops.
Yeah, you dork.
Who do you think would give the better lap dance?
Have to be you. Have to be you.
I don't know. You might be able to like whip out lifting them up and shit with all the wrestling.
I mean, it depends what you're into, but I don't think you're allowed to touch.
If you're a male stripper, you are.
Oh.
I don't feel a certain way about that.
Okay, from my point of view, probably her, but maybe me from her point of view.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see. Check that out when we get home, I guess. Cross that off.
Gonna have to have us back.
Those are some good questions. I like that. I feel like that's a good point to leave off on. I like how easy this was to talk to you guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Hell yeah, I'm glad we could finally make it work.
Yeah. Are you working tonight?
No.
No, you're not. But probably.
No, actually, I had my shifts cut at Shade because every Thursday I'm now hosting karaoke at a bar, and every Friday me and Diggity are DJing at a bar. It's called Coach's Corner in Millwoods.
Yeah.
Coach's Corner in Millwoods, 4428 36th Ave. Every Thursday, every Friday, DJ Marky.
He has these cool shirts as well that are soft.
Yeah.
They're so comfy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So make sure to tip your dancers, tip your waitresses, tip your staff. When you see the guy cleaning the pole, tip him too. Fuck it.
Please.
Wear a condom, wear a helmet, and be